Logan Paul just posted the longest commercial you'll ever see. And it's very clear he wants to be remembered for all the great things he did. Now, obviously, he made a lot of money this year. His Red Bull ripoff drink is doing pretty decent. They've signed a lot of athletes and he is marketing the everlasting shit out of it. So it's clear he's earning quite a bit of money with it.
Like, what are we dealing with?
I mean, we are flying. I don't know if you want to say the numbers.
Go on,
say the numbers. Give us the digits. Come on, Logan. Give us the digits.
You want the numbers?
Yeah, we want the numbers.
What are we dealing with here?
All right.
Come on.
Oh, God.
In year one,
Yeah.
we cleared $110 million in retail sales.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, excuse me. 250 million in retail sales.
Oh, sorry. That was a little mistake.
110 million gross internally.
On top of that, he has the self-proclaimed best podcast
Obviously, got to mention Impulsive, the #1 podcast in the world.
and a very successful laundry product line.
All right, so let's open these up. These are molded.
Now, while seeing him boast about his amazing year, my mind went to somewhere else. His NFT project called CryptoZoo, and more specific, its victims.
CryptoZoo.co. I am so excited about this project. It's so fun. It's a really fun game that makes you money.
If you are a regular to my channel, you might know that I love CoffeeZilla's videos. I have referred to him more than once and this video will not be any different. CoffeeZilla made 7 videos on Logan Paul's CryptoZoo, and for the lucky people that haven't heard of it, I'll give a quick summary. CryptoZoo was an NFT-based project created by Logan in 2021.
The thing that I'm most excited for, and this is the first time I've ever said anything about this, for the last 6 months, I've been working on my own NFT project, CryptoZoo.co.
It was marketed as a blockchain game where users could purchase, trade and breed hybrid animal NFTs. To play CryptoZoo, it was necessary to buy a cryptocurrency called Zoo tokens. Those tokens could be used to buy eggs. The eggs were supposed to eventually hatch into NFT animals and they would breed and lay more eggs. Paul's team claimed these hybrid animals would somehow make money by passively generating more Zoo tokens.
We're finishing up the development, but I am so excited about this project. It's so fun. It provides a yield with a token, can earn you money, and as a person who...
At least that was the idea. In the end, users were not able to hatch eggs or interact with the NFTs because the project was cancelled. Logan used his podcast to market CryptoZoo, and many of his listeners who bought into the project lost significant amounts of money. Eventually, he was called out with a multiple video investigation by the holy man CoffeeZilla. Coffee was subtly being threatened with a lawsuit by Logan Paul's manager.
You can have the evidence you want, but I'm just letting you know, if you report anything on us, I appreciate your business. I appreciate you as a person, and I'm just telling you, from a legal standpoint, as we've been advised always, is if anybody reports fake news, that's where we won't,
But he kept on investigating anyway.
But the fact is, suing CoffeeZilla is not going to help CryptoZoo holders, so I do need to focus my attention where it should be.
Eventually, Logan Paul apologized and even thanked CoffeeZilla.
Coffee, you took a shot at my reputation. So in this video today, I'm going to be defending myself with facts, something that you have gotten in the habit of twisting.
No, not that one.
Thank you, CoffeeZilla. You have catalyzed this, and I am very grateful for your work and your investigation. And I mean that. Thank you, bro.
Yes, that one. To make a long story short, Logan and his team tried to pull an easy money grab, but in turn got scammed by one of their partners. Logan then claimed he was sorry and wanted to reimburse some of the victims.
I am personally committing 1,000 ETH to this, which is about $1.3 million right now for players who want to get out. And then step 3, obviously finish and deliver the game as outlined.
Well, it turns out in his mind he was the victim. It's more than a year ago and Logan hasn't paid most of the victims. He stopped paying his developers.
Now, I didn't want to just take one person's word for it, so I later confirmed with another developer who worked for something called the Blockchain Center that he also hadn't been paid.
we've been paid nothing. I would have loved to have Zoo, but I don't have any.
And like I said, the game was cancelled. As of December 2024, he only offered to refund 10% of the initial loss of his victims.
These are the estimated damages in CryptoZoo, $18.5 million, which comes this much smaller percentage of that pie is what Logan is actually offering to refund.
And he sued Coffeezilla.
Part 6 is the more he says and the more he continues to spread this misinformation that this was any sort of con or scam, the more I have for the lawsuit that I am filing.
This man hasn't fully refunded his victims, sues a journalist that has done an excessive, fair investigation, and to top it off, when the news channel BBC came to interview him for his crypto endeavors, he planted a lookalike and hired a mob to shout inappropriate things to the interviewer.
Come all over here to ask about how I look. Is Logan coming? I'm right here, bub.
I wanted to ask about allegations from critics who say he made personal gains by misleading his fans about crypto.
And now this guy wants to portray himself as a good father and person. But actions speak louder than PR campaigns. Ignoring victims, suing journalists and dodging accountability tell a very different story. It's just insane how insane this guy is. He earns tons of money and just refuses to refund his victims.
My mum was invested. My sister was also invested. So, I mean, my daughter even had a couple of the eggs and animals, which the loss for them hurts the most because obviously it's just not nice to see.
He refuses to pay his developers and then cancels the game. And he treats journalists like shit. I mean, what can you expect from a guy that films dead people for views? But come on. I would think that after so many mistakes, you would have learned something. Maybe 2025 will be the year he surprises all of us and finally takes responsibility for his actions. Yeah, right. Subscribe.